2001 completed the transition to an AH-64 Delta Longbow Apache Attack Battalion. In 2004, the Department of the Army reordered the transformation of Army aviation into a fully modular Combat Aviation Brigade. In Korea, elements of the 2nd Aviation Brigade, 17th Aviation Brigade, and 18th Medical Command and 23rd Area Support Group merged into the 6th Cavalry Brigade to form a single Combat Aviation Brigade. The 6th Cavalry Brigade was redesignated as the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade and attached to the 2nd Infantry Division on 16 June 2005. The brigade consisted of 2 attack helicopter battalions, the 1st Battalion, 2nd Attack Regiment, and the 3rd Squadron, 6th Cavalry Regiment. 1 Assault Helicopter Battalion, the 2nd Battalion, 2nd Aviation Regiment, 1 General Support Aviation Battalion, the 2nd Battalion, 3rd Battalion, 2nd Aviation Regiment, the 602nd Aviation Support Battalion, and the 164th Air Traffic Services Group. On 15 June 2006, the 3rd Squadron, 6th Cavalry Regiment was inactivated, and the 4th Battalion, 2nd Aviation Regiment was activated in its place. The 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade is proud of its distinguished heritage and is a dominant maneuver force as the 3rd Dimension centerpiece of the 2nd Infantry Division. The brigade stands ready to answer any call to arms in defense of the Republic of Korea or in the cause of freedom for our great country.
Attention! Sound, officers and colors, center, march!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthems of the Republic of Korea and the United States of America.
Detachment! Order! Huh! Sound, order arms, and parade rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The official party will now move forward for the passing of the brigade colors. They are joined by Command Sergeant Major Leeford C. Cain, the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade Command Sergeant Major. The change of command ceremony is a military ceremony that is rich with symbolism and heritage dating back to medieval times. Soldiers often carried staffs or standards into battle that identify them as a unit. Throughout our military history, unit colors have marked the position of the commander on the battlefield and has served as a rallying point. While attacking or rallying on the battlefield, soldiers would follow the standard or colors of their leader, most often found at the forward edge of the battle. In most recent times, the colors represent not only the heritage and history of the unit, but also the unity and loyalty of its soldiers. The colors are the commander's symbol of authority, representing his responsibilities to the organization. Wherever the commander is, there are also the colors. The passing of the unit color represents transfer of authority and responsibility from the unit from one commander to another. The Command Sergeant Major is the keeper of the colors. As the senior enlisted soldier in the unit, he is the spokesperson for both the loyalty and concerns of the soldiers, and is the principal advisor to the commander. The passing of the colors from Command Sergeant Major Cain to Colonel Barker signifies his last act of allegiance to the outgoing commander. The passing of the colors from Colonel Barker to Major General Edward Cardone signifies that the unit is never without officer leadership. The passing of the colors from Major General Cardone to Colonel Rugen signifies the passing of his trust, and also the responsibility for the unit and its soldiers. The passing of the colors from Colonel Rugen to Command Sergeant Major Berrios-Powell signifies the confidence that he places in the non-commissioned officer corps and their ability to lead and mentor soldiers. Additionally, this signifies the change of responsibility from Command Sergeant Major Cain to Command Sergeant Major Berrios-Powell as the new Brigade Command Sergeant Major. The Command Sergeant Major has long been the keeper of the colors and responsible for entrusting traditions, customs, standards of the unit, and forever are upheld. By authority of Army Regulation 600-20, paragraph 2-5, the undersigned assumes command of the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade, effective 28 June 2012, signed, Walter T. Rugen, Colonel, Aviation Commanding. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 2nd Infantry Division, Major General Edward C. Cardone.
Well, good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day. Lieutenant General Johnson, Command Sergeant Major Mahoney, Mr. Lee, Major General Retired Bach, Brigadier General Chang, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of 2nd Infantry Division and the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade, but most importantly, the soldiers of the mighty Talon Brigade, welcome and thank you for joining us for today's ceremony. Changes of command and responsibility are special moments that take pause. These ceremonies are where we honor the faithful and dedicated service of one command team as they prepare to depart our ranks and open our arms to welcome another command team to the folds and lineage of the Warrior Division. Linda and I know how indelible this event will be as we reflect in the years ahead and how memorable this event is for both the outgoing and incoming command teams and their families. I would like to start by extending my sincere appreciation to our very own 2ID band for once again providing us the fabulous sights and sounds that add a special touch to every event. Thanks for all you do to represent the division and to show we are truly second to none. Please give them a big round of applause. I also want to highlight the salute battery today. Took a superhuman effort to get them down here, but I appreciate that today. And also, it's most important that we honor the soldiers who stand at the centerpiece of all of our formations and who are the reason for our many successes. Talon soldiers, I want to offer you my personal thanks for what you do each day to make this brigade the most versatile, powerful, capable combat aviation brigade in our Army, and for making the reputation of the brigade for what it is today. Please join me in another round of applause for all of these outstanding soldiers. Standing before you is the most ready, lethal, agile, and best trained aviation brigade in the United States Army. Nowhere have I seen expertise across such a range of mission sets and conditions. This brigade has flawlessly executed an amazing number of missions in support of the Great ROK-US Alliance. They've worked tirelessly to preserve peace and deter aggression on the Korean Peninsula and have been led for the last 2 years by two tremendous professionals. When I think about Colonel Jim Barker and Command Sergeant Major Cain, I see warrior leaders who not only strive for excellence in themselves, but inspire excellence in all those around them. These gifted leaders understand the art and science of aviation operations, and under their inspired leadership, the larger Talon team has exceeded every measure of excellence. For during their tenure, the Talon team has excelled in executing realistic, combat-focused training at all levels, whether it's a mass attack, night air assaults under submarine conditions, volcano missions, medevac, A2C2 aircraft, aerial resupply, deployments across Asia and to Afghanistan, and then supported and sustained it all. In short, this team has delivered the essential elements of readiness that ensure the Warrior Division has options and remains ready to win when called upon. As the only aviation brigade in the peninsula, their support does not stop with the division. This team's many successes include thousands of hours in support of division-wide training, integrating the strategically important ComHawks, supporting USFK and 8th Army exercises, conducting real-world medevacs, and supporting USFK, CFC, and UNC VIP flight missions. Achieving this brand of excellence is a challenge for any aviation unit, but here in Korea, this team took it to just another level by reinvigorating our joint training with the United States Air Force and combined air-ground integration efforts with ROK forces, and dramatically increased the number of combined aviation operations with our ROK Army aviation partners. Under the leadership of Colonel Barker, Sergeant Major Cain, this team's also supported missions off the peninsula as they stood ready to support relief operations in Japan, deployed troops to Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan, and definitely led a multitude of fixed-wing flight operations in the Philippines. And finally, this team implemented what we call the bucket list, initiatives to make us more capable. 11 tasks completed, 24 ongoing that will push the envelope. all built on the inspiration of this team standing here before you to improve our soldier and pilot capabilities, our aircraft capabilities, and our mission capabilities. While accomplishing all these missions, they maintained an enormous fleet of aircraft and vehicles well above DA standards, and won an impressive array of maintenance awards ranging from program manager recognition to the prestigious Army Award for Maintenance Excellence. Most significantly, they did this all without a single Class A accident. This impact alone on the combat readiness is phenomenal. But it doesn't stop there. Colonel Barker, Command Sergeant Major Cain also bolstered relations with our local Korean community and our ROK military counterparts, and have always been mindful of building the great U.S.-ROK alliance. The outpouring of local community support